Boom, boom, boom. But previously on Great Ace Attorney.
Objection.
Then into the mouth. Nice.
NyanCave!
Hi, hello, welcome.
Hello!
How are you doing?
I'm well, how are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. Feeling a bit weird after that intro, but hey.
I got some Yoda noises for you.
Nice.
Because I, you know, thought it was perfect.
Oh,
Hello!
yeah. Hi, hello.
We actually left on a pretty cliffhanger of a hang.
We're gonna hear our opinion on this matter in our own words. Do we lie or do we truth?
Here's to hearing your opinion on this matter in your own words.
As you wish. Could someone have tampered with the omnibus during this trial? If you're asking me, I think...
I
Yeah, it could be possible. As a defense lawyer, it's my job to advocate for the defendant as best I can. But still, I feel as though there's something even more important at stake here. There's no evidence to suggest that the defendant did as my learned friend suggests. However, in terms of having the opportunity to carry out the alleged tampering, there is one possibility.
Oh!
Good gracious. Explain yourself, counsel.
Uh-oh.
Yes, there is. It seems my learned Nipponese friend has no intention of running from this deceit.
Deceit. I'm sure everyone still remembers clearly the recess that we were forced to take. As a result of the smoke grenade fired by the witness currently in the stand, Miss Gina Lestrade.
Bang.
What is going on?
Be careful, Mr. Nanahodo! Cover your face!
Bailiff, don't let the accused escape. Secure the omnibus.
Oh, God. Smoke.
I hereby call an emergency recess. Bailiff, ensure the defendant is in custody and clear the courtroom.
Oh, no.
The courtroom was filled with smoke, and everyone was thrown into confusion. All of us were made to leave this chamber. In that brief interval, under the veil of smoke and in all the chaos, whoa! It could have been possible to steal inside the omnibus.
Are you wise?
Are you wise?
What are you trying to pull, you rotten feckless gouger?
Feckless? Gouger?
You're supposed to be defending me! 'Tis a wicked plot! 'Tis a plot to undermine me, so it is!
Objection.
Whatever you think it is, it changes nothing. The facts are the same. After this courtroom was evacuated earlier as a result of the smoke grenade, a number of inconsistencies materialized in relation to the omnibus. Inconsistencies such as... To start with, the storage compartment underneath the rear passenger seat. When the police investigated the omnibus, this compartment was full of the driver's items. Secondly, we have the smear of blood on the edge of the skylight. As I have said, That was not present at the start of the trial this morning.
Unfortunately, Lord Von Zix, no one is able to corroborate your claim.
That's true. When the omnibus was first wheeled out, both the storage compartment and the skylight were shut.
Accordingly, I'm afraid to say we cannot establish with any certainty if this evidence is the result of tampering or not.
Indeed, my lord. No doubt there was not a single person who saw fit to verify such things.
What do you think?
Sorry?
About the omnibus? Is there anything else unusual about the omnibus?
I'll take a quick look at it, because usually when we have an inkling, but I did not see anything.
This is the flipped omnibus.
Flipped.
This is the not the original omnibus that we had looked at.
You think so?
I think so.
But where would the other one have gone?
I don't know.
As a fellow tall person, Dan Baroque must stretch those hams every day. The leg slam was originally meant for Godot. I'd like to see it.
Miles of Edgeworth!
Miles of Edgeworth, thank you.
I'd like to see it too.
I'm surprised that no one's done that. Are they not organized? Oh, wow.
Yeah, no, it's based on when I uploaded them, and since Three Houses spanned 2 years of time, some of the Three Houses donations were uploaded quite a bit later.
Yeah, I saw someone mention that earlier. I'm not sure if it was you, but yeah. And we're trying out something. We're into a $3 minimum on Streamlabs donations, just to kind of consolidate things. And but right now it's set to $3 for Three Houses. But I think I've taken all of them. Doing a quick scan. We'll see if I'm right. But yeah, let me know what you think. And also the way PayPal does the fees on that. You can still do $2 super chats. It's just the Streamlabs are able to be quite a bit longer. So yeah. But thank you, Miles. I'm not sure if it says it on the thing. I was trying to look at it, but let me know. So you want to go with not the same, eh?
Well, I just think there's an inkling. I don't think it's the same. Chat says I'm wrong. Will there be DGS donations? Might do. I'd have to sacrifice some intros to make them, though.
I have no idea. If I'm honest, I don't remember what I examined when I'm in that omnibus. I can't verify this either way. My lord, at this moment in time, the defense can't...
Can point out one other inconsistency.
We can?
A mark that surely could have not been present at the start of the trial.
What? Miss Asada, what are you doing?
I examined the omnibus with you. Don't forget. There's something that seems out of place, compared to how the carriage looked originally. That's what we need to identify now. What in the devil's name are you going to say now? If you dare to betray me, you little maggot, you'd be right beside to rot your back.
Silence, McGilded. The court awaits the defense's clarification.
Seems like we're about to make an enemy. This trial keeps swinging one way and then the other. I have no idea what's the truth and what's the deception. What am I supposed to believe here?
I still have to ask you to elaborate, counsel. Where exactly is the alleged mark that you claim appeared at some point in the trial?
Are we talking about the blood?
I think of the bloodstain on the ground, because we would have immediately noticed it originally.
Yeah, well, and they're different colors, too. It looks fresher.
Yeah, one looks like carpet, and the other looks like wine.
Do you think it was a splash from the wine?
Oh, could be.
Oh, right. Oh. It looks like I can't
Is
skip
something
this.
wrong?
It's just, well, the bloodstain is so obvious, that's all. And yet Von Zieks has made no mention of it.
I suppose that does seem a little strange.
Why do I have such a bad feeling about this?
Got it!
If we consider that the victim fell through the skylight onto the floor of the cabin, you would certainly expect to find signs of blood where he landed. But as far as I recall, this bloodstain on the cabin floor was not there when the omnibus was first brought into the courtroom.
Good Lord. Yes, I do believe you're correct, counsel.
Well said. Although, as advocate for the defense, one might say that was a very careless slip of the tongue.
I believe that bloodstain on the floor is a decisive piece of evidence. But if the question is whether that evidence is genuine, or whether it's unlawfully fabricated by someone, I feel compelled to admit that there's at least a possibility that the evidence is fake. If they did put that there recently.
This trial is over.
Mr. McGilded?
I've done everything I can possibly can to cooperate with the court, but tis all over now.
But you're the defendant.
Tis over, I tell you.
Ooh, that's scary.
Memory, recollection, what people think they saw. Tis all nonsense. Facts are what counts, and the fact is the bloodstain is there now.
Well...
And over the course of this desperate trial, long and extremely drawn out as it been, that good-for-nothing Reaper of the Bailey has failed to present any decisive evidence at all.
Ooh.
I'm scandalized, so I am. I thought better of Lord Von Zeeks. Well, my lord!
I must concur with the defendant. The unaffirmed recollections of an individual cannot stand as evidence. At this moment in time, the particular bloodstain in question is very much in existence. And in the absence of any credible method by which to prove its alleged previous non-existence, like if someone were to touch it and it'd still be wet or something like that. But no. I regret to say that it would be improper for this trial to continue.
Your lordship can't be serious.
Lord Von Zeeks, what is your position?
The prosecution, my lord, has no further witnesses or evidence to present.
Very well. In that case, as I believe we have explored every possible avenue in this manner, I shall proceed to my adjudication.
Oh. Man, I feel like this is a total worst case scenario for us. Not only is McGilded going to live, but he is not going to like us.
He's going to live and be very unhappy.
Very unhappy with us.
Yeah.
And he might have unlimited money.
As a formality, I am of course obliged to confirm with the defense first.
Well, remember, it's the Ace Attorney way. You can't prove your client's innocence until you first accuse them more than the prosecution. What formality?
As things stand at the moment, it would seem that Mr. McGilded will be found not guilty,
Yes.
which would mean we've won.
Is that really the right outcome here? Is it really all right for the trial to come to an end now with all these unexplained inconsistencies?
Counsel for the defense, your closing statement, please.
Yes, my lord. The defense believes...
Oh, what are we going to do?
Oh, I gotta do it.
We got to do it.
It's the Ace Attorney way.
We have to stand for truth and justice.
Oh, no. I just stand for accusing my client, that's all.
Sorry, yeah. Because this is how we get the momentum to swing him to definitely not guilty.
This seems like wildly unnecessary.
It does.
I am here in this courtroom today to advocate for the defense of my client, Mr. McGilded. However, at this moment in time, I cannot in all good conscience attest fully to the defendant's innocence.
What are you saying, man?
Without any question, there is no conclusive evidence to prove that the defendant is guilty. However, there is also no conclusive evidence to prove that he is innocent.
Good. Good gracious me! Order! Order! This is unprecedented behavior, counsel. A defense lawyer calling the accused innocence into question. Are you of sound mind?
Oh, 'twas a grand decision to appoint you as my lawyer, so it was a grand decision.
What?
I must say, I didn't expect quite such exciting spectacle at the end of the day, at the end there, but here, have this for your troubles.
No, thank you.
Your job here is done, fella, and some fine work you done so far you have.
What do you mean?
Oh, it is just the right honourable gentleman so succinctly put it afore. The trial can't go on anymore. And your closing statement there was, how did you put it now? Nothing more than a formality.
I really don't know what to make of all this. Was the evidence we seen genuine, or was it fake?
His lordship would be fuming. Any unsightly rubbish should be disposed of promptly, as I said.
Are you getting all this? This stinking rich are always guilty of something. Mark my words.
I feel terribly ashamed that I ever doubted that lovely man who gave us that lovely park.
Oh boy. Chaos. Absolute chaos. And what a lovely laugh he has.
Oh, so like music to my ears.
So full of life.
Oh,
And malice.
reminds me of my first ex-husband.
Ooh.
Now that proceedings have unfolded in this way, I am compelled to declare a premature end to this trial.
Yeah.
Furthermore, the court must accept the defendant's plea.
I thank you kindly, my lord.
I hereby pronounce the verdict of this court and leave ample time for a sudden interruption that would extend this trial.
Objection!
There it is.
But we still haven't determined if the Bloodstain in the omnibus is genuine or not. We don't know if these witnesses are telling the truth or a pack of lies. We have no idea about the truth!
Lord Von Zix,
My lord.
the case made by the prosecution was flawed, plain and simple. If indeed the omnibus presented as evidence was tampered with, the prosecution is at fault for allowing such a disgraced perversion of justice to take place.
My sincerest apologies, my lord.
Objection!
But we are all over the place. But wait! When we were evacuated from the courtroom, Lord Von Zix ordered the evidence to be secured.
Well, I'm afraid that the prosecution cannot shun responsibility in this matter.
That's so unfair.
The culpability of the defendant has not, at the present time, been established by this court. Consequently, The jury will not be required to proffer judgment. What?
Well, Lord Van Jeeks, it's been a pleasure, so it has. And for you, my dear fella, I couldn't have asked for a better defense.
Oh my god. Oh my god, he wants to kill us.
Do you mean to tell me that this has been a grand waste of time?
'Tis the law of the land, my good man. If you'd like to pursue this matter further, you can always go ahead and try to change the law.
Magnus McGilded.
Oh, good grief! You've more to say to me, have you?
You know, though, when you think about it, would you rather have McGilded as an enemy or Von Zeeks? Maybe we did make the right choice.
Just one thing. A warning. This is far from over.
Well, something to be looking forward to then.
One has money, though, but the other has boot and wine. Have you considered boot and wine?
Have you ever thought about boot and wine
Boot
before
and wine.
chat?
I hereby pronounce the defendant, Mr. Magnus McGilded,
Not guilty. Yay, with a question mark.
Maybe that's what the Lord Justice kind of knew all along. Was that basically no matter what, McGilded would not be found guilty.
And it was how you responded.
I can't believe it!
It's an outrage! They should have examined the evidence more!
What are you talking about? The man's been cleared. He's innocent.
Oh boy. Seems like something's been set into motion here.
The cogs are in motion.
What a great first
Who
trial.
crapped in
By a woman.
Wonka's cornflakes?
By a woman.
It was me. I did it. But you don't have any evidence.
You just admitted to it.
Can't prove that.
This sure was a weird trial.
Yoni!
It's a draw, stand down, we get them next time.
Yoni!
We'll get them next time.
Oh, that's a soundbite. I don't have my notes. That's a good one.
I know I called McGilded Doug Dimmadome yesterday,
Yeah.
but I think he's more Willy Wonka now. His height might make him an Oompa Loompa though.
Frick roll!
Like some combination of Doug Dimmadome and Willy Wonka.
Like, honestly, because Doug Dimmadome's kind of a small man.
Oh, yeah.
So it makes sense. That's
Absolutely.
why his hat's so big.
Mm-hmm. It's not compensating for anything.
Nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
Thank you, everyone.
Completely normal-sized hat.
With the courtroom in pandemonium for the second time that day, the judge delivered his verdict. And my first ever trial in Great Britain came to an abrupt end, with the defendant being found not guilty. Ostensibly, a victory for us. But at what cost? But at what cost?
The truth and justice. That certainly was a long trial.
Ace Attorney fans be like, ah, yeah, it was.
Your first ever trial on foreign soil and your first victory. It was a wonderful performance. My heartfelt congratulations.
And to you, Mrs. Sato. Thank you for your assistance. I suppose we should be happy? The trouble is, we're still completely in the dark about what actually happened.
Well, we didn't have enough time.
But isn't it wrong? I mean, who was actually responsible for Mr. Mason's death? We don't even know that.
The sole aim of the defense is to obtain a verdict that exonerates the defendant. You carried out your duty to perfection.
Aye, that you did.
I'm scared. Mr. McGilded. Damn, that was a big tsundere move.
Really big.
And that girl is with them too.
Well, it seems the stories are true.
Oh, what stories?
About the 6 enormous fireworks they'd be letting off when the verdict is not guilty.
I actually kind of missed that with everything that was going on.
I saw the fireworks. I'm like, that's a little extreme for inside of a building.
I'm sure you must have seen them now. Spectacular, wouldn't you say?
Yes, definitely.
I heard it was a sight to behold, and to be sure it was.
Wait, did you set this whole thing up just to see the fireworks of a not guilty verdict?
Aye. You can buy them anywhere else, you see. And I've you to thank, I suppose, for having an opportunity to see it.
Oh, I don't know about that. I'm not sure I really did anything.
Oh, what on earth are you saying, fella? How did I walk out here a free man, then?
I don't think it was so much thanks to me as down to your planning. Let's call it that.
You're a straight-talking fella, aren't you? I must say, you had me astray in the head there for once or twice. But you're young and headstrong. Oh, 'tis water under the bridge, yeah.
I feel like this is one of those moments where the camera pans to the right and McGilded's like this and he says that, but then his like soul goes out the back of his body and it's super angry and he's like, oh, I'm gonna get that kid. I'm gonna strangle him under the bridge. More like drown him in the water under the bridge. That's how under the bridge it is.
Congratulations, Mr. McGilded, on having your name cleared.
I don't believe a word he says. But nothing's resolved.
There's only one thing that matters to me.
Oh?
Aye. You've all seen that I didn't do that odious and obstinate deed. 'Tis grand, is it not?
I suppose it is.
Now the fine fellas of Scotland Yard can take matters into their hands and sort out any wee details.
Oh no. If it's over the heads of the Scotland Yard, who are they gonna call?
Her Sholmes.
They'll see it for what it is, or they'll get to the truth. I've absolute faith in them, so I have. After all, I do be providing a good number of their wages with the taxes I pay.
Oh. It's not that funny.
So then, as we agreed beforehand, 1,000 guineas for your troubles, fella.
That's a lot. Oh, no. I couldn't possibly accept that much.
Not a bewist. You're a humble people, are you, from the east? Well, if you insist. But have this. Still and all, you deserve a reward.
Oh, no.
We, Mr. Magnus McGilded! Everything is ready, sir! I'd like you to follow me into the courtroom!
Into the courtroom?
What's this, officer? 'Tis sooner than I was led to believe.
I hope it's not an inconvenience, sir. There are some changes to the schedule.
Well, I must be making tracks now. 'Tis time for the inspection.
Sorry, what inspection?
They're going to examine the omnibus again, so I'm told. I asked if I could be present for it myself.
They're going to examine it again? Now?
Naturally, I'm under no obligation to take part in any more of this matter for now. But as an upstanding member of London society, I do be doing my best to help where I can. 'Tis a gentleman's duty, so it is. So then, fare thee well. 'Twas an absolute pleasure meeting yous.
McGilded! We need to go.
I hope you have a whale of a time while you're studying here in Great Britain.
Can't tell if wants to kill me. And there he goes, a free man. Hi. Oh, I forgot she was here too. Uh-oh. It does have Herlock's freaking thing. Uh-oh.
Don't move.
She so much reminds me of like a machinist or something from Final Fantasy. and
Right?
It's awesome. Whereas I want to say, get a move on. She really does take forever to load that thing. Miss Lestrade, would you mind putting that thing down?
You're a grown-up.
Sorry?
And I ate all grown-ups.
You ate them?
Ah, yeah,
Oh no!
I ate them. I ate my parents, too.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Ah! There you are!
Here we go.
Oh, what? Shit! Oh, no! What the frick? Not what I was
Oh,
expecting.
no. Oh, it's so similar to that, like My Hero Academia character with the symbols and whatnot, but clearly she's the one who makes, Herlock's gadgets.
I thought for sure it was Herlock, but there she is. Look at that. Look at the little sweet bean.
Oh my god.
Naughty, naughty, running off like that.
I'll
She
get her
straight
voice.
up looks like she escaped
Naughty,
out of a different
naughty.
game.
Yeah, running off like that.
Is this some kind of picnic? Who's this little girl now? Oh no.
And taking that with you as well. I was looking forward to the trial run of my experimental smoke grenade launcher.
Is this like the highest you could possibly go?
This is the highest I can possibly go comfortably.
I thought so. I thought so. It's funny, there's a thing that happens where with Nyan, the shorter the character, the higher the voice.
pitch the voice.
I'm really not going to voice anyone. I voice plenty of people, thank you very much.
Do you want to voice the girl?
Absolutely not. Otherwise, she's going to get Gimli's voice or something.
Herlock, you've got to toss me.
What?
Don't tell the boy.
Oh, shit!
Oh, do you want to play? You won't beat me.
Incredible. There's nothing better than a small child with an RPG of some sort.
Right? With a heart sight.
Yeah.
I like the boink noise. Boink.
Excuse me, but who are you?
Oh, good day to you. I'm the inventor, I suppose. That machine.
The Inventor.
Well, normal smoke grenades are so dull, don't you agree? White, white, and more white. If you have to be shrouded in smoke, it could at least be a pretty color, I thought to myself.
Do we have to be shrouded in smoke, though? Like, at all?
I just took my eyes off it for a moment whilst I was changing into different omnibus, and she pinched it. Luckily, I fitted it with a telegraphic beacon.
Tella, what's it now? I have no idea what this girl's talking about.
Anyway, you're coming with me now, back to my laboratory.
What? What for?
To apologize, of course, silly, to my technician.
What? You mean to say sorry?
You must say sorry when you've done something wrong. Surely an adult has told you that before.
Nope, she ate them all.
An adult? Huh. I don't listen to no adults.
Come along then, follow me.
Fine. Have it your way.
Oh, good, you see, I knew you'd want to do the right thing in the end.
I'm fairly sure that what she wants is to not get shot by that massive gun of yours. It's just like, yeah, two kinds of justice in the world, I suppose.
We'll be leaving now then. Bye-bye. I'm so sorry for all the fuss.
Well, she was a lively one. How did she escape from Fate Grand Order? One will never know.
Oh, GD, I listened to Cockney accents all morning. And then when it was like, Michael Caine is Cockney, Adele is Cockney,
Oh.
Amy Winehouse is Cockney, I was like, okay, I know who those people are.
Yeah, I can't possibly accept that money. McGilded, oh, okay. Yeah, that's not how the game is supposed to be played.
You have to offer it 3 times.
Part E!
Part E, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh.
Where's the Metal Slug announcer? Rocket launcher.
Rocket launcher!
We played
Adam. A little bit of Metal Slug.
We played some Metal Slug. I don't
for
remember that
date night. Thank you. And yeah, Judy, that colors scene. I've seen it like out of context, and it's funny with the 3 small children and the RPG.
Oh yeah, I wanted to watch that anime specifically because of that.
Yeah. Yes, you're right, but where to?
Oh!
We haven't had the time to find a place to stay. No sooner had we arrived in London than we had to rush here. All of our traveling cases are still with the bailiff.
I was originally planning to spend the day in search of lodgings.
But at this late hour in the day, I'm afraid we may be out of luck.
Don't worry, though. I have a plan. If the worst comes to the worst, I've heard of a lovely park where we could spend the night.
In enemy territory? I don't know. Please tell me you're not thinking of McGilded Park.
I know it may be a little chilly at this time of year, but our youthfulness will see us through.
More like McKilled-us Park. I'm not so sure about that. I think a midwinter London night will freeze a young person solid just as easily as an elderly one.
Oh dear, that doesn't sound agreeable.
Why are you crying?
Because I'm hungry!
Now I'm starting to regret turning Mr. McGilded down. That 1,000 guineas would have paid for a lovely warm room. Or a mansion, for that matter. And so, the trial to determine my worthiness for the study tour was over by the end of our first day in London. However, as we were soon to learn, there were more trying times ahead. Just as the Reaper of the Bailey had warned, the case was far from over. Oh, wow.
What's going on?
This is in the courtroom.
The fire brigade! Water!
Oh my god.
No.
How did this happen?
I don't know, sir. By the time I got here, it was already engulfed.
No one was supposed to be allowed in here before we started investigating.
No.
No. Oh, good God.
Do something! Just don't stand there!
Someone in there.
Santa, don't do it. You have a type weakness. Damn.
He's so
Oof.
pretty.
Yeah, I love the lines they use. It's
I
really
know,
good.
right? He could be a JoJo character.
So I guess the judge just like sleeps back there.
Yeah.
Came out, bedrobe and all.
Yeah. Yeah.
The realm of the Reaper. Hooey! Oh. Oh, damn, they just straight up won't play now. That makes sense.
Do you want me to try?
No, it won't. I have to switch the setting
Oh.
for now. And we'll figure it out later.
Bum 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 bum.
1 second, let me see if that does it.
Maybe Van Zeeks and the judge were just having a talk in the back, and they weren't just cuddling up.
Oh, yeah?
There, Van Zeeks, you did the best you could.
My bed is so comfy, you simply must try it.
I've been out of commission for the last 5 years, and I come back to this bullshit. Reaper of the Bailey, my ass.
That's what I'm trying to do.
All I wanted was one more win under the old belt.
Please check voice recitals now that we've seen all the characters, special contents, auditorium. I like Van Zeeks in both English and JP.
Blood Kitten, thank you, but that might be an after game thing. And yeah, gradually we're gonna start moving the minimum Streamlabs to $3. So $2 ones won't play.
Because of PayPal's changed to their taxing?
Yeah, and also the Streamlab messages are a bit longer.
What I love about this trial is how it combines elements narratively from past cases in this franchise. The use of the jury is fun as well.
Yeah, I like the jury.
Wild card.
It spices it up.
Yeah, it really is cool. I like it. Oh, the adventure of the clouded Kokoro.
Translator's note. Kokoro means heart.
Watashi no kokoro. Watashi no kanji ga.
To avoid spoilers, this is now where I bow out until I'm further again. Smiley face. I'll see you in Vodland, boys. Sparkling heart.
Thank you.
Grant! Have fun. Translator note, adventure means Balkan.
The clouded Kokoro.
I begin to think, Wilson, said Sholmes, turning his head languidly in my direction, that there is more to this case than that which we have observed. Indeed, that there may be another part to this story that we are yet to discover. His eyes wandered, following the steam rising from his cup of herbal tea, leading him to the distant memory of that snowy evening.
Oh no.
To the young lady collapsed on the pavement along Briar Road, and to the knife in her back. Lit in the soft glow of gas lamps, a most extraordinary scene had been set. And under the cover of a light fog, the curtain had risen silently on the insoluble mystery of our invisible killer.
Oh boy. Lord Chief Justice's office. I'm so excited to know if Dad's gonna be proud of us or not.
Right?
I feel like Shinji Ikari a little bit, going up to Gendo's office like, ooh boy, maybe Dad'll say, good job today.
Today's the day, oh Shinji.
Maybe he'll crack a smile when I'm not in danger this time.
What an insane end to case 3.
Absolutely.
John, yeah.
Thank you, John.
This game has been twisting my expectations of what to expect, and I have been just loving it.
Just like they twisted that knife in the Brick Briar's stomach. You know what's crazy? We didn't get to talk about the button at all. Oh my god. Do you think this is a case that we like come back to at the end of the game?
Oh, 100%.
And then we finally convict.
This is huge.
Oof.
Huge setting of points.
Yeah,
where the missing button, the fact that Gina looks exactly like Nina and their names sound alike,
and it all comes together.
And they're gonna parent trap us at one point where they're gonna be like, "Hello, yes, I am Nina."
No, you're not. Yes, I am.
Did you sleep last night, Mr. Naruhodo?
No, not at all.
It was an enormous hotel, wasn't it? The rooms were so luxurious, it felt like we were staying in a palace. And with all the gas lights twinkling, it was brighter than day even in the middle of the night. And the gas lighting that McGilded did to us felt like it was the middle of the day.
What about the enormous beds? After my time on the SS Burnaby, I wasn't going to waste a single inch of that space. I spent the entire night rolling from one side of the mattress to the other.
Oh yes, it really was the sort of night you can only dream of normally. Except when I learned that we owed £3 for the rooms, that dream quickly turned into a nightmare.
Oops, sorry about that. The building was so impressive and the entrance was so inviting, I just kind of wandered in without thinking.
In a lodging house In Japan, that sum of money would put a roof over your head for a whole year. I did try, but I'm afraid I couldn't help my tears when we were presented with the bill.
Oh. Oh. I really am sorry.
Well, never mind. We must find some more affordable lodging straight away, though. If we're not careful, our entire stipend will be used up in 10 days or less.
London's a scary place.
Ah, good morning to you at this early hour.
Oh, yes, well...
Good morning to you, Lord Chief Justice. We've come to report on the outcome of the trial that at the Old Bailey yesterday.
Susato-san is amazing. She doesn't bat an eyelid, even in the presence of the imposing Lord Strongheart.
Yes, I believe you had a very comprehensive initiation into the British courtroom practices.
Oh, yes, it was very eye-opening, thank you.
And in accordance with your instructions, Lord Strongheart, Mr. Naruhodo performed his duty to the end.
Yes, I've already been apprised of events. You conducted a remarkable defense. You may consider the test passed.
Oh.
No longer are you a student from the Empire of Japan. You may henceforth claim to be a fully fledged lawyer.
Thought they would feel different.
My country is delighted to welcome young talent from such a remote eastern land.
Thank you very much. So I'm a lawyer now.
Now, in view of your new appointment, I have a fresh case in mind for you. I'd like you to take it on at once. I trust that won't be a problem.
Another case already?
Nothing trains a lawyer better than practical experience. I'm sure I don't sense dissatisfaction, do I?
It's just that yesterday's trial ended unusually, and I haven't quite come to terms with it.
What's to come to terms with? The man was cleared. What more were you hoping for?
Truth?
The culpability of the defense has not yet at present time been established by this court. Consequently, the jury will not be required to proffer judgment.
Well, Lord Van Zeeks, 'tis been a pleasure, so it has. And as for you, my dear fella, I couldn't have asked for a better defense.
I just can't help wondering if Mr. McGilded really was innocent.
Mr. Naruhodo!
It's just that I never managed to ascertain the truth. And then the trial ended.
Well, you needn't let it trouble you for a second longer.
Sorry?
What do you mean, Lord Strongheart?
Magnus McGilded passed away immediately following the trial.
Oh shit, he was in there! What?
It was him.
I was wondering who was in there. Oh my
Me
god.
too. That's messed up.
So he... No! He wasn't a sussy bussy.
Well... maybe. So much for being the final boss. Unless Zombie McGilded...
You got any brains for me?
Arr.
What? Mr. McGilded is dead? Okay, those birds in here have to be unsanitary.
Their timing, though? Impeccable.
I have 19 minutes and 41 seconds until my next engagement. Time enough to talk.
Nick, a sussy omnibussy.
So here's something if you want a good laugh. Look up the old term meaning to exclaim the Sherlock books used to use. I can't say it here because, well, YouTube might take it the wrong way, lol.
Well, now I'm concerned.
TBD, thank you. Maybe, yeah, I mean, language is crazy. It's changed a lot. Do I examine here again?
Oh. Oh yeah, that's funny.
Oh. Oh, is it like boner?
It's like boner,
Yeah.
where it's like, I've done a big,
Something with the Joker.
I've made a big boner. Don't look at my boner.
Oh, what was it? Batman laughed at my boner.
Yeah,
You'll never laugh at my boner ever again.
yeah. And to exclaim, you know, it's ejaculate. He ejaculated.
What's funny is that we still kind of do that today. Like,
I mean, yeah.
like, you know, a cool new game comes out and you're just like, damn, load blown.
Yeah, oh, I guess in a way, yeah, we do, don't we?
Yeah, we do. I'll talk to him first and we'll see what's happening. Let's hear about McGilded's death.
Thank you, TBD.
I don't understand. What happened? How can he be dead?
After the trial concluded yesterday, there was a great commotion in the Old Bailey. As you'll presumably recall, an omnibus had been wheeled into the courtroom.
Yes, of course, that was the scene of the crime, which Mr. McGilded had been accused of.
Precisely. Well, while the bailiff's attention was diverted by some other matter, the omnibus went up in flames.
No.
How could such a thing have happened?
That is being investigated as we speak. But already, the police have identified a corpse found inside the charred shell of the carriage as that of McGilded.
That's awful.
The man must have slipped inside whilst the bailiff's attention was elsewhere.
And yeah, sorry, Dr. Ken, everyone. There's no way for the moderators or us to tell the difference between someone who is genuinely guessing along with the game and someone who knows what happens and is just saying it. So we have to kind of not do any speculation. There is an Ace Attorney spoiler cave, but they talk about all events there. So if you know what's up in the game, you can kind of discuss things there. It's the secret place to make fun of me.
I think, like, in general, people have been pretty good at using spoiler tags in there. As far as I know, as we're playing through the game,
there are spoilers.
They do spoiler tags pretty well.
Yeah. But there's always the risk. But yeah, so we just can't have like, oh, I think it might be this or that. Even if you genuinely don't know, it's just...
Yeah, because it's difficult for someone who's like, man, it would be weird if Mr. McGilded died, versus someone who's like, oh, I hope Mr. McGilded doesn't actually die.
Yeah.
It's just difficult. It's difficult.
So there can't be any of it, unfortunately.
But we do love and appreciate your presence.
Yeah.
Even if you are just a lurkin.
I mean, in general, like, like an easy rule of thumb is that chat messages should be more reactionary than anticipatory, if that's a real word that I didn't make up.
It sounds super real and super good.
Perfect.
Anticipatory.
Anticipatory.
Oof, that's good.
Put my picture next to that word.
Yeah, in the dictionary.
The man must have slipped inside whilst the bailiff's attention was elsewhere.
That bailiff really needs to pay more attention.
I really like trains.
And how could that have happened?
That is also being investigated as we speak.
Thinking back now, Immediately after the trial, Mr. McGilded did mention going back into the courtroom to look at the omnibus.
Do you think the bailiff is the mastermind?
Well, I must be making tracks now. Just time for the inspection.
Sorry, what inspection?
They're going to be examining the omnibus again, so I'm told. I asked if I could be present for it myself.
An inspection of the omnibus. Sorry, I lost my thing. Not to my knowledge. I don't believe Scotland Yard has had any intention of re-examining the carriage.
But then who is Mr. McGilded talking about?
Never mind that now. The Yard is making a thorough investigation. This matter is no longer of any concern of yours. Leave it to the police.
Poor Mr. McGilded.
So, how did you find your first taste of our country's Supreme Court?
Oh, well, I don't know. I mean, wow.
Mr. Naruhodo means that the whole experience was steeped in the solemnity of Great Britain's long history. I'm Japanese and your words are really weird. I'm sorry. It's really a world apart from our own judicial system in Japan, which is only a few short decades old.
Wow. Susato-san has such a way with words.
And you seem to have a way with failing to find the right ones.
The judicial system here is the most advanced in the world. Learn all you can.
The most advanced in the world, is it?
It was fortunate that your very first trial was a simple affair.
That was far from simple, friend.
Simple? That was simple?
As I believe I mentioned yesterday morning, it was a trial you couldn't lose.
Ooh. I don't mean to be contrary, Lord Strongheart, but the case was anything but simple.
And boy, did we ever try to lose. The circumstances of the case were so incriminating. I was stunned when I first heard them. In fact, I'm still finding it hard to believe that we managed to get a favorable verdict. Can't tell if good guy. Like, I want to think yes, but then there's stuff like this.
See, the thing is, I have so many theories.
Oh, yeah?
This guy is Gina and Nina's dad.
Wow. Got the whole, like, conspiracy board going.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Separated at birth. He's like, Nina, you're going to be a Russian spy, as in you're going to spy on Russia for us, Great Britain. Gina, I don't love you.
Oh.
Go onto the streets.
Become Batman.
Become Batman.
Batgirl. Batwoman?
Befriend the lolly with the grenade launcher.
Or at least steal her stuff.
Yeah.
McGilded? More like MC Grilled, am I right? Cool face.
Cyber
saying thank you.
MC Grilled.
Yo, what's up, everyone? It's MC Grilled. Get ready to drop the bass.
Well, that lightened the mood a bit. A man died.
I've finished, and watching this convinces me even more how rich the story, sound, art and dialogue are. Case 4 is amazing too, so get hype.
Thanks. Miles of Edgeworth, thank you.
Miles! Thank you, Miles.
Is something funny?
No. My apologies. However, the fact is that you did receive the not guilty verdict you set out to achieve. And that can only be attributed to the exceptional talent. To exceptional talent. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, I don't know about that.
Well, never mind. You exceeded my expectations, I freely admit. That much, at least, is an undeniable truth, which is precisely why I have prepared the new case for you that I mentioned before. What is going on? What was he going to say before?
Could you perhaps give us some more details about the new case you mentioned?
Don't tell me. It's a murder and the trial starts in 10 minutes. Don't worry. It's nothing so alarming or quite so urgent as your last assignment. In fact, this case is completely different. Oh, I see. Did he just read my mind? That is to say, no one has died. As yet. And the trial will not be today. There's plenty of time to research the case thoroughly. 23 hours, 43 minutes, and 19 seconds to be precise. So the trial's tomorrow then.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yes. I'm just a little confused, that's all. Yesterday's trial was, well, it's left me wondering if I'm really cut out for being a lawyer. Stop saying these things!
Especially out loud. Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Naruhodo.
I don't know if I could face standing in that courtroom again after McGilded's trial. Ah, yes. I nearly forgot. There's one similarity with yesterday's case. Once again, there's currently no one to advocate for the defense.
Oh?
If the situation remains unchanged, the trial will start tomorrow, with the defendant unrepresented. And if that happens, I need not remind you of the inevitable outcome.
The most terrible end awaits the defendant.
Yes, that's right. Oh, here we go again.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
Your time is up. You will have to excuse me. I would advise you to begin making preparations for tomorrow's trial. After all, the clock is ever ticking. There is now but 23 hours, 26 minutes, and 39 seconds until the court sits.
I read that as sis.
Oh, sis?
Yeah, just until the court sis.
Last time he mentioned the 23 hours, he said there was plenty of time. And one more thing, Mr. Naruhodo.
A new Smash Mouth! Oh, sorry, wrong streams.
Nice. There's something I should like to ask you.
Oh, what's that?
Yesterday, you remarked upon something. That you intend to see through the will of your late compatriot, Mr. Asogi. I would be interested to hear what exactly you mean by that. Inside 34 seconds.
Oh, well, Cosmo always used to say, you see, that he wanted to learn how the greatest justice system in the world works so he could change ours in Japan. Now that he's gone, I'd like to work towards that myself. And there's another thing.
Another thing? Continue.
On the way here, on the steamship, he said something to me. There's something very important that I have to do.
Something very important. And what exactly would that be?
He never had a chance to tell me. He just said that it existed 3 or 4, maybe 5 times, and then had a terrible accident. I suppose he would have done if he ever...
You're out of time. Well, thank you for an enlightening discussion.
Mr. Naruhodo, what's all this about? Mr. Asogi never once mentioned anything of the sort to me.
I urge you both to focus your attentions on the matter at hand. 2 times? Are we counting flashbacks or not? Maybe 2 times non-flashback, but at least 4 times with flashback. And that would be 5. Uh-oh. Is that a bag of chips?
Much better!
I've taken the liberty of summoning the police inspector in charge of the case. He'll be able to appraise you of the details.
How long has he been standing there?
So, I wish you the best of luck and bid you farewell.
Sorry about the delay, guys.
Velp.
Adam!
He got his acquittal, only to have his freedom and life go up in flames. And we didn't even get paid. But at least we passed the test. Yay.
Yay.
Yay!
Thanks, Adam.
Yay.
Dang, Van Zeeks said this isn't over to McGilded, and McGilded said bet. Power move. Styled on him by ending it immediately. What a man.
Nick! Take matters into your own hands, I guess.
Fire of passion burns.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you guys. Thanks, Nick.
It was totally Booster. He always was more into trains, anyway. And that omnibus seemed too ominous to leave alone.
Adam.
Adam!
It's true. Buses, no. Trains.
Wee.
Kidnapping princesses.
Also wee.
Kidnapping princesses on trains.
Double wee. Wee wee. Wee.
Do you think Strongheart has someone in the background ready to release groups of birds on command for dramatic effect?
Zeb!
I
Absolutely.
think they're mechanical and not real.
Okay, obviously, all birds aren't real. But I think he does. I think he has something that to time them with his epic proclamations.
Thanks, Seb.
Oh no, our client died horribly. At least we won our first case and was paid. So 2 out of 3.
2 out of 3.
Spike!
Thanks, Spike.
Yeah, a little bit. There's something very important I have to do. Kazuma-sama, what did you mean?
I wish I knew, but honestly, he never told me. Also, more of the text messages aren't showing up. It's a setting I have to tinker with. Anyway, we'd better talk to the detective, don't you think?
Yes, you're right.
I hope I'm just imagining it, but I wouldn't say he looks pleased to see us at all. Maybe it's just the way his eyebrows are styled. Just so I don't waste a ton of time examining everything in here, is there anything worth examining in this room?
Anything new? Anything cool?
Let me know. Is that how you do that? Oh, is that fish in the middle?
That one looks like a fish. Yeah, it looks like a good chippy. He went to a good chippy.
It's endless.
A very good chippy.
Could we trouble you? Honestly, I think if you removed, like, the hat and all the hair from this guy's face, it would be something.
He would be just some man. I love it.
I wonder, and then if you, like, maybe colored him blue or something, it'd be like Wobbuffet or something.
I can see that. I can see that.
He looks like Luigi. Kind of. I don't know what to do here.
If you want me to take him, I'll take him.
I don't know. He's probably gonna be.
He'd be looking like that Bob Burgers.
Oh yeah, totally. I mean, it can be as simple as, "What do you think?" Let me know. I'll do my best. Lovely weather, isn't it? What's the weather got to do with anything? Listen to me, you young Japanese upstart. Some frippery about the weather isn't gonna get every English gent eaten out of your hand, you know? But Sasato-san told me it was foolproof.
I'm a busy man. Busy man. There's a crime to investigate.
I'm busy, Derek!
Oh, I'm ever so sorry.
But,
Got a fried nose. Can you imagine what the other officers there'd be saying, huh? Haven't seen Gregson anywhere, have you? No, he's too busy with the bigwigs these days. It's all because of some bumpkin here's on a jaunt from a country I've never even heard of. That's my reputation they got to tatter.
You're starting to rip us apart as well.
I don't believe we've been introduced.
Magic item. Endless fish and chips.
This is Mr. Ryunosuke Naruhodo, a defense lawyer. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am Mr. Naruhodo's judicial assistant, It's lovely weather we're having today, isn't it?
It is unseasonably fine, I grant you. London winters don't see a lot of sunshine.
Unbelievable! How did she pull that off?
So, Lord Strongheart has asked me to fill you in on the case. The name's Tobias Gregson. Inspector Gregson to you. I'm from Scotland Yard.
Gregson? Inspector Gregson?
What's the matter with Susato-san? Does this detective's name mean something to her? Inspector Gregson.
Inspector, are you perhaps the Inspector Gregson?
You're acting like you know this man, Mrs. Sato, but he's a London detective.
Oh, I do know him very well, in fact.
Very well?
Yes, he features prominently in the adventures of Sherlock Sholmes.
Oh, in that publication. What's it called again? Rants Magazine?
That's right. Inspector Gregson and Mr. Sholmes enjoy a wonderful friendly rivalry.
Really? You rival the great Mr. Sholmes? That's incredible.
Well, I don't know about that. Mr. Sholmes isn't a professional like myself, of course, but he does come up with the goods from time to time.
Mr. Sholmes is equally complimentary about you, Inspector, isn't he? You've earned his highest praise. Oh, Gregson is the pick of a bad lot in all of Scotland Yarders. Those were his own words.
His own words written by Watson. Watson out here just writing.
And then Gregson and Mr. Sholmes did big kisses on their faces.
After they complimented each other.
And they both were so brave and strong and manly.
Wilson, I demand you stop writing this at this moment.
And they complimented each other and high-fived and shook hands and were very, very cool. What's this highest praise?
Well, Mr. Sholmes isn't particularly known for giving compliments, you see.
That is not. And thanks to that magazine, my name's all over London town now.
Well, that's great, isn't it?
I have to admit that to start with, I was a little, flattered by all the attention. Everyone wanted to shake my hand, and my reputation at the yard went through the roof.
Well, that's wonderful.
No, it is not! There is nothing more sinister than the man on the street. People are always looking at me now. They're whispering rumors about me. Under their breath, I'm sure. I'm tired of rumors started. Tired of being followed.
Rumors?
Are you quite sure?
He's changed since he started appearing in these stories. Fame's gone to his head. Stuff like that.
Gosh, do you really think people are saying such mean-spirited things about you?
Like I said, they whisper, so I can't exactly catch what they're saying. But I know the folk are all like. Sure, that's what they're saying. As sure as eggs is eggs.
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 I get the feeling this detective could be very hard work.
Oh dear. Perhaps a sudden rise to fame does change people.
Oh look, it's me. I love seeing my name in media cause it's not that common. Also, fish and chips are delicious.
Tobias! Have you seen Arrested Development?
Okay! Yeah, I only think of Tobias Funke when I think of Tobias, and I love
know,
the name
right?
Tobias. What a good name.
I couldn't do a Tobias voice. It's so, like, all over the place.
I could do Mrs. Whifflebottom.
How's that
Oh, a sausage in the mouth. Yes, yes. Sausage in the mouth.
Love Tobias Gregson's theme.
John!
He has one of my favorite character themes.
It's very fancy.
John!
Very stern at the same
Featherbottom,
time.
not Whifflebottom, sorry.
Oh, yes, the badge, of course. So, about the case that the Lord Chief Justice mentioned before?
Nothing to tell, really. As far as we're concerned at the Yard, it couldn't be simpler.
Oh dear. That probably means that as far as we're concerned as lawyers, it couldn't be more complicated.
I wish you were wrong about that, but I have a nasty feeling that you're right.
The young woman was walking along the pavement on Briar Road when she was stabbed from behind. Unfortunately, it wasn't fatal. Oh, sorry. I mean, fortunately, it wasn't fatal.
I see your true colors shining through.
She's still laid up in the hospital, unconscious.
That's despicable! What sort of coward would attack a poor woman from the behind?
Slappy Tom.
I suppose you would have finished whoever it was off with a Sasato takedown, would you?
That's neither here nor there, Mr. Naruhodo, but I would. I'd throw that bitch into next Tuesday.
Brace yourself, Rinosuke. You've angered her now.
Anyway, after something of a whirlwind investigation, the criminal was arrested. He barely had the time for a cup of tea after the incident took place, to be honest.
So there must have been something left at the scene that led you directly to the culprit?
Or perhaps a reliable witness who recognized the person in question?
Let me stop you right there. You're wasting your time on this one.
Sorry?
There's nothing you can do. There's no way to help the bloke now.
Why ever not?
Simple. The prosecutor that's been assigned to the trial tomorrow is Lord Berk von Zieks.
No.
Sounds like you've heard of him then.
Oh yes. Oh yes, we are very familiar with Lord Van Zieks. Believed to be the harbinger of death itself.
Oh, I have unlimited gruff angry. If like the character should be less gruff, I can, because I use gruff a lot, but I can literally do it forever. It's
your default. He actually
right here.
He ungruffs himself every morning, and I'm
Absolutely.
like, could you keep the gruff on? He's like, no, I have to be a little less gruff for stream, otherwise people won't find me
Shave it
desirable.
off. I put my toothbrush all the way down. I speak from the balls of the throat, you see. The Reaper of the Bailey.
The Reaper of the Bailey.
Oops. Oops. What? I don't know. Can I present it? Hello. I don't think I can present it. Well, rip. Lord Berk von Zieks, who he faced in court only yesterday.
Mr. McGilded told us about him before the trial, didn't he? When Van Zieks stands for the prosecution, they call the accused his sacrificial lambs.
Bleh.
And in every single trial in which he's been the prosecutor, the accused has been damned. 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 Damned.
Still holds up. This Reaper of the Bailey nickname, I suppose he's earned that because every defendant he advocates against is found guilty, is that it?
Well, if that's the case, we should inform you, Inspector,
That's what he said. Blah.
That in yesterday's trial against Lord Van Zeeks, Mr. Naruhodo secured a verdict of not guilty.
Ah, and what of it?
Oh, well, I think that means that even against the Reaper of the Bailey, it's not impossible to save the defendant.
No, you really don't have a clue, do you?
What do you mean? Oh.
What happened to that bloke in the end, eh? He's dead. Magnus McGilded came a cropper in that omnibus when it went up in flames. So you can't rightly say that you saved the defendant, can you?
Well, okay.
Well, that explains it. Omnibus on fire, police standing around. Bailiff goes, "Oh my god, we need to help him!" And then Gregson goes,
No. The Reaper of the Bailey's at work. Let this happen.
"But we could save him."
No. The Reaper's got him today. There's no saving him. Don't even bother trying.
I think that you could save me if you just hurried a little bit.
Oh god, the flames, they hurt so badly.
It's just me skin, it's okay.
Oh.
Just get some water in here and it'll be
Just the
fine.
Reaper at work. He'll get there.
Oh, Jesus.
He'll get there.
I'm horribly maimed and scarred, but I think you might be able to save me.
Reminder that no one ever claimed that Van Zeeks always won his cases. Just that everyone he prosecutes dies.
Zeb!
Yeah, and sorry for the delay on that one. That was not knowledge we had. They were careful with their wording on damned and
They
sacrificial
were.
lambs. So
They
it's kind
were.
of alluded to, but yeah, I didn't really think much of it.
I didn't think they meant they all died.
What are you saying?
Look, if Van Zeeks could get the dirt to stick on everyone, he'd be a miracle worker. But that's not how it goes. He doesn't work miracles, he works magic. Black magic.
I've been alone for 87,000 years. Everyone I try to love dies.
Oh.
I'd have a good, long think about that if I were you.
Are we really supposed to believe that?
Nom 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 nom. Right, well, I filled you in as requested, and I'm very nearly out of chips. So I'll be heading back to the crime scene now. We're still carrying out a few investigations there.
It was Briar Road, you said, didn't you? Where the incident took place.
That's correct, ma'am. And if you head over to the holding cells, you can meet the criminal himself.
You've branded him a criminal already?
He's as good as shaking like a leaf in his cell, he is. I'll give you a chuckle if nothing else.
Damn, that's fucked up.
Let's go to the prison and laugh at the inmates. You're incarcerated.
He's inmate 53. Speak to the jailer and he'll show you the way.
Inmate 53, thank you.
I don't even know your name, dehumanized. We're good people.
We uphold the law. So there's no helping anyone against the Reaper of the Bailey, they say.
Is something troubling you, Mr. Naruhodo? To tell the truth, when I recall the trial yesterday, I can't stop myself from shaking. The idea of facing the Reaper in court again is... Well, if you think it's too much for you, then there's no shame in turning the case down. That takes courage, too. The courage to say no.
I'm good. But if the man they've arrested is innocent, then at least he can die innocent. You could imagine he would still be Well, you could imagine he'd be shaking like a leaf in his cell. Abso-fucking-lutely.
Yeah.
And I, for one, wouldn't find the sight of that funny.
So?
If I'm honest, I'm still reeling from the shock of yesterday's events myself. And I'm really not sure if I'll be able to help this man, whoever he is. But I'd like to try. So I think I'm going to make some inquiries. Will you help?
Did Did you really think you had to ask? After all, I'm your judicial assistant.
Thank you. So then, shall we?
Yes. Let's go.
Fun.
I gotta pee. I'll be right back.
Also, I didn't see any examinations. I think this is the same text as last time. Be inside the clock. Yeah, okay. My bad.
Edgeworth,
Miles
no
of
perfect
Edgeworth.
win record. You are no ancestor of mine. Oh, wait. You constantly seem full of existential angst. Well, in that case.
Miles of Edgeworth, thank you. Edgeworth was one of my favorites. Maybe my favorite. So great. I love that man. Excellent taste in cars as well. Briar Road to the prison. It seemed like it wanted us to go to the prison first.
To meet our new friend.
Wow. Oh wow, they still have what they call those, like manacles?
Yeah, it do be 1900s.
Wow. So these are British prison cells.
Oh, they're ghastly. It feels just like a dungeon.
Yes, and having experienced it in Japan myself, I can assure you that our wooden cells feel a lot cozier than these cold stone walls.
Oh, don't, Mr. Naruhodo. You're making it seem worse. I just feel so bad for everyone in prison.
Apparently our client is in this cell here. But it's so dark at the back there, I can't make him out. I wonder what he's like.
Inmate 53! Your legal representative is here to see you! Stop hiding in the back of the cell and show your face at once!
Am I a cat as yet with no name? Calling me by a number it's utterly unbelievable, unjustly unreasonable. I refuse to answer.
Hopefully this is okay.
No.
Mr. Naruhodo?
What?
What do you think is going on in here?
I have no idea. But I wasn't just hearing things, was I? That tirade of complaints was in Japanese.
Uzumaki. Holy shit, is this Skimble Shanks the Railway Cat? Wow.
I feel like this is a reference to something or someone.
Well, I we'll hear his name and we'll be able to be like, yeah, reference.
The eyebrows are like a totally different texture from everything else.
I was noticing they do seem to be marker.
Also, it looks like he has cat's claws in his eyes.
It does seem to be like he's got unique eye shines. And something in his breast pocket. Tuna, perhaps?
Excuse me, but...
Shh! Quiet. They're all around, hiding. I know they are.
Oh no.
They're watching, listening, even now. I can sense it.
Right. So, could I ask you...
There you are. You've come to curse me, haven't you? Don't try to hide it. You're a ghost.
Adam West? A ghost?
We mean you no harm, prisoner son. Are you Japanese by any chance?
Oh.
This is... Oh, beyond my wildest dreams!
Adam. Damn.
Forgive me for that outburst before. I am so sorry.
Oh, it's fine. We were just a little surprised, that's all.
Imagine it! It's been 12 long months since I left my hometown, and here I am in a frightful fix in a foreign land. So hearing the sweet, sentimental tones of a compatriot's voice here in this damp, dark hellhole was a
His eyes are so anime, it's hilarious.
most monumentally moving moment.
Why is he so good? Ham! He's got a ham pocket!
Going full Ginyu here. Who could have guessed that this new client, Lord Strongheart, assigned to us, would turn out to be a fellow Japanese?
What compassion my fellow countrymen show to dispatch a first-class lawyer all the way from Japan to defend a mere foreign student. Noble, nurturing, never-failing Nippon.
I need a reskin of this character in nothing but like a micro bikini. Just for him to like, it would just make the poses.
Yeah, so good.
A first-class lawyer? Oh dear. I think there's been something of a misunderstanding here.
I wonder, would you be so kind as to tell us what's happened? Why you've been detained as a suspect, for example?
Yes, I can. I will. Shan't say sullen, stand silent.
I wish I could make the bar disappear. It's kind of like a caption this or something.
It's when you're about to do a dive and you look to see your opponent is Michael Phelps.
Oh, God.
I'm not sure I understand what he means, but he seems happy.
Yes, he does. I just hope he actually has a good reason to be. Thank you for your cooperation. I am a lawyer, as you said, and my name is Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
And I am Naruhodo-san's judicial assistant, Susata Mikotoba.
I am a visiting student sent here by our government. Nobility, notoriously named Natsume. Sosuke Natsume. Soseki. Natsume. Ham pocket.
Is that an author? It sounds like the name of an author. I'm not 100% sure, though.
Ham
The
pocket.
name's familiar, though.
Ham pocket.
This is a really great pose. Oh, it is. Nice.
Present your badge. A real author, neat.
I don't have a badge.
Yes! The symbol of one of our great empire's first-rate lawyers! Oh, which means, of course, you'll stand by my side! You'll defend me!
Oh, no, sorry, that wasn't why I was showing it to you.
Then why else would you show me that?
Oh, in hindsight, that probably wasn't the best idea. Soseki Natsume-san? What an unusual name.
The original DAB, invented 1896, approximately, by Soseki Natsume.
Hey,
Angry!
that means it's fair use. Thank you. It's changed a little over time, but it's the same.
Soseki hated England. He was there from 1901 to 1903 and hated it. Also, one of his sprites matches a famous portrait of him, Shekwiki.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Yeah. I'll definitely wait until the end of the game before kind of poking into things, but that's very interesting. I like the tie-in. Thank you, Catherine. Soseki Natsume-san. What an unusual name.
Call me Soseki, please. I am a poet, you see, a writer of haiku. It's something of a nom de plume.
A nom de plume? You mean an alias?
That's right, Naruhodo-san.
No! Don't be so prosaic! It's much more refined than that!
And haiku? That really reminds me of home.
Did I hear you say that you were a visiting student sent over here by our government?
Yes, that's right. A year ago, I was told to go and study English. First, I had to suffer that misery, and now this! It's beyond the pale!
Suffer that misery. Did you not want to study here?
No! I mean, I had an interest in Great Britain for some years, of course.
Oh.
But just because the government tells you to do something doesn't mean you can do, or does it mean you can do it? No!
What do you mean?
If they told me to study English literature, that I could have understood. That's my field. But no, they told me to study the English language. Utterly, unbelievably, unjustly unreasonable!
I see.
Only the other day I was told to send a report about my first year here.
Drop the picture in stream highlights. Yes, Catherine, but I would still spoiler tag it as like Ace Attorney or Adventure 4 are we on now? Maybe?
Aye, case 4 it seems.
Yeah. Just because people who hadn't played wouldn't know that he shows up kind of thing. So that would be nice.
I tendered a blank piece of paper. Wise words on whitewashy!
You must be a man of great standing.
Is washi the paper they use for calligraphy?
That sounds correct.
I can't remember.
Oh,
I don't
yes. So I'm often told.
And often like to be told, it seems. The accusation against you.
Could you perhaps tell us exactly why you've been arrested, Soseki-san?
I didn't do it! I didn't commit that atrocious murder!
Murder?
Oh, no, it's all right. The woman didn't actually die, did she? But she was stabbed with a knife right before my eyes!
Before your eyes?
Before your eyes? You mean you saw the attacker?
Sorry, I got excited.
I didn't see anyone.
What?
If I'd seen the person who did it, do you think I'd be locked up in here?
Oh dear. It seems this case is becoming rather complicated.
Why me? Why me? Why did that silly woman have to be stabbed in front of me?
Let's maybe, just get that all out. None of that in court.
It's the curse! The curse of London! It's incredibly, inexcusably, irritatingly inconvenient!
Bless.
Ham pocket.
So, Soseki-san was there at the scene, but he didn't see the attacker.
It's vital that we find out more about the case.
I might have had Soseki in Civilization. I think that might be where I've heard it.
That sounds so correct.
Wagaha is a very old way of saying I in Japanese, and the cat in the story is very snobbish and stuck up to match this.
Waga hi. I've heard that before in anime.
Waga hi.
I think I missed your first one. So.
Yeah.
Natsume Soseki wrote Wagaha Iwan Echo Diru, which is absolutely amazing. It's told from the cat's point of view about humans. Recommended.
Oh, that's so interesting.
A cat's journal. Day 1578.
Waga hi.
Catherine, thank you.
Thank you. About the case.
It was an accursed evening just after the snow had started to clear and heavy with fog. I'd been to the bookshop to buy some books, as you do. And I was on my way back to my accursed lodgings.
Sure the bookshop wasn't accursed too?
As I was walking that accursed pavement, I could make out the sole silhouette of another ahead of me. A woman wearing a green overcoat, she was. And just as I went to overtake her, she suddenly let out a little scream, and then collapsed onto the cold hard stone right behind my feet.
Oh, no.
How terrible!
I called out to the woman, but she didn't move. It was like a ghostly, ghoulish, grim graveyard!
This looks like something. Slight exaggeration there, perhaps. This testimony is going to be wild.
I was terrified. I had to get away from there. So I ran as fast as my leg could carry me back to my accursed lodging. Accursed.
That's not good.
They'll say it was a shame. They'll say it was shameful. I know, to run away like that.
Tell me, Soseki-san, was the victim an acquaintance of yours?
Don't be ridiculous! Do you think I know any of these fair-haired English? And a young woman at that. Blech. I'm different, shy, timid, unsure. I can't talk to people.
I see. A young woman unknown to Soseki-san. And at the time it happened, who else did you see nearby? Did anybody pass you?
No. Regrettably, apart from myself and the woman, I didn't see a soul.
No one. Oh, great.
So the victim was unknown to you, and there was nobody else on the street at the time. That creates something of a conundrum, doesn't it?
What conundrum? The conundrum.
Conundrum.
Yeah, okay, I can't examine.
Actually, he isn't just a reference. He's actually based off of a real Japanese writer who existed back at the time and studied in England.
Hey, Cyber-Sane.
Cyber-Sane!
Yeah,
And he hated it.
apparently.
It was an accursed stay.
I would expect this guy to scream fairy godparents at some point.
There we go, parents!
Thank you.
Thank you, Spubbles!
What do you mean, Sasato-san? What's the conundrum?
Well, if what Soseki-san has just told us is true, there's something I can't explain. He says that he didn't know the victim and that there was no one else at the scene. Then he apparently fled without having been seen.
I did!
But if that's the case, surely this man has to be the culprit.
Oh, you! What did you say?
I didn't say anything. Nothing. I didn't say anything. Oh, God. Oops. Perhaps I thought a little too loudly.
Actually, that's not what was troubling me. What I was thinking was, how did Soseki-san actually come to be arrested?
Sorry?
He didn't touch the victim, and there was nobody at the scene to see him. So, how did the police ever discover that he was there in the first place?
Oh, yes, she's right.
It was him. That accursed great detective. He led the police to me. Of all the bad luck.
Accursed? Great detective? Oh, could it be?
I shall never forget that man's name as long as I live, with his haughty laugh and his self-proclaimed greatness. Brash, big-headed busybody, begone! May you be cursed until the end of your days, Sherlock Sholmes!
I knew it.
Mr. Sholmes?
Sherlock Sholmes. Well, I didn't expect to hear that name from this man's lips, that's for sure.
It was the morning after that nightmare had unfolded on the pavement before me. I was gnawing on a sliver of hard cheese when some men suddenly burst through the door.
They started shouting at me. This is the police! Put the weapon down! Yes, it was a thin sliver. Yes, it was. It was hard, but it wasn't eating a weapon. Disgusting dietary discrimination devils!
You clearly had a trying morning yesterday.
And there he was, in the middle of all the policemen, grinning like a Cheshire cat. That hairlock Sholmes!
Oh, it's actually just Herlock Sholmes. He's English.
I've since found out that he's a famous name in detection here in London.
Yes, the great detective is really very well known.
And his overly sharp mind managed to deduce my whereabouts, apparently. He thinks I'm a knife-wielding madman. Me, this weak, stupid kitten of a man. Stupid!
I wonder what great deduction process led him to this conclusion this time.
Do you mean to say that Mr. Sholmes' deduction was the only reason the police arrested you? That would be really most unreasonable.
Well, the thing is, I was thrown into a panic when they barged their way in.
Of course you were. That's only natural.
I was terrified, and I was trembling, and they kept throwing questions at me in impossible English. Fiendish foreign flammery.
Well, we are in England. You can't really blame them for questioning you in English.
Yeah, well, good point, yes. But my mind went blank. I knew I had to answer, but I didn't know what to say. So I just kept repeating things like, yes, I do, and I'm fine. And the next thing I knew, I was in manacles, and before I knew it, I was on in here.
Oh dear, I'm afraid that's hardly surprising.
I'm fine? He's not fine now.
Mr. Naruhodo Esquire!
Oh, you can just call me Naruhodo, and when we're speaking English, a simple Mr. is more than enough.
Oh, yes, all right, yes. They've really got to me. This country's poisoning my mind. But please, I beg you to defend me in court tomorrow. You can tell them what really happened. You'll do it, won't you?
Well,
Why? Why is it so hard to say yes to me?
Well, the thing is, I'm just a student like yourself on a study tour.
A student? A student?
I have defended a case in the Old Bailey. Only the one, though. But at this moment in time, I really don't know what I'm supposed to believe in. I'm confused about what justice in this country even means.
Oh, Naruhodo-san.
I'm not even the foreign student who is supposed to be here. Oh boy. I'm sort of a locum lawyer, I suppose. What's locum like? Kind of like scuffed, I guess?
Yes, scuffed.
Perfect.
But that armband, that's the mark of a defense lawyer from our great empire.
I took it from my best friend's dead body.
What?
It's a keepsake from the man who should have been here. He was my best friend, that's what I said. That's what I said.
A keepsake?
Substitute lawyer.
I know exactly what they're saying about me.
Oh? Who do you mean?
The lawyers, all these British defense lawyers, they won't defend me.
Goodness! Why do you say that?
Locum, a person who stands in temporary of someone else, the same profession. Neat. Thanks, Roy.
For the same reason as you noted before. When it happened, there was only the victim and myself around, and I ran away from the scene of the crime. I'm not a fool. I know it looks as though I must be the culprit.
It must be very hard for you, Soseki-san.
In any way, I'm a student from overseas,
I'm just a foreign nobody to them. Somebody not to be trusted. I heard them openly laughing about me before, in my earshot, without any compunction at all. Any trial with this man would be a waste of time. Ooh, fish and chips, they said. And, oh, of course the foreigner did it. Let's drink tea. They even had the gall to say, this man doesn't understand half of what's being said. Anyway.
That's awful.
They're wrong! I've studied more English than half of the policemen out there on the streets! I've traveled halfway around the world to learn that these people's country and its great history! But no one here wants to listen to a man with a strange accent. They all hate me! So, at the very least, I'd like to entrust my fate to someone who can listen to me in my native tongue. You could do it, couldn't you? When I look into your eyes, I can see it. I can see what you've been through.
Soseki-san, it's just that. Oh, come on, Naruhodo. Help a guy out. Give me a little time, please.
Huh?
I'll do what I can, for the time being.
What do you mean?
We shall investigate this case as thoroughly as possible. If we can find some clues, it'll give us a much better chance, I'm sure.
Oh, yes, thank you! I'll be here, all alone, waiting for you, locum student Mr. Naruhodo Esquire!
The third. Second?
We should be going then, Mr. Naruhodo-san. We have a case to prepare for.
Oh, boy. Well, wasn't that something?
Top tier voice acting Nyan.
Coda, thank you! I'm kind of glad he's not British, because I'm running out of British voices.
It's true.
Soseki Natsume, the original cat boy.
Monotube!
Nya.
Yeah. Waga hi.
Soseki is Nyan's past life. Change my mind.
Sean, thank you.
I don't want to be in England. Why can't it be home in Japan where they have anime?
Ooh.
Someone destroyed that bicycle.
Wait a second. Briar Street isn't... Where does Sholmes live?
Baker Street.
Baker Street, that's the one.
Number 5, Baker Street.
Briar Road is famous for one reason or another, though, right?
Abbey
It's
Road.
familiar. Oh, well, that's a studio. Well, there's a studio on Abbey Road or something, right? Oh, nice, Catherine. I posted the link hidden as a spoiler to read Waga hai no wa neko dearu. Ah, for free. Nice. And that's in Discord and stream highlights, I assume?
Oh, very nice.
Thanks, Catherine. So this is where it happened, Briar Road.
Oh, look, Mr. Naruhodo. Look at that regulation metal helmet. It's unmistakable. The men of Scotland Yard are here, and they're investigating as we speak.
That is their job, you know.
But Mr. Naruhodo, to see one with my own eyes. They're often depicted in the adventures of the great Herlock Sholmes, but I never dreamt I'd ever come this close. To a real Bobby's helmet!
What? The helmet?
Of course! I have to try one day.
Well, I hope your Hattie dream comes true.
What's the Japanese delegation doing here?
Oh, Inspector Gregson!
This isn't on the tourist trail, I'm afraid. I'm fairly sure you're well aware.
Yes, of course. We're here to investigate.
So you've been to the holding cells then, eh? What'd you make of the criminal?
He's not a criminal, as you put it, Inspector. He's a suspect.
We'll see about that. You Japanese like to stick together, I suppose. Well, do what you will. Doesn't bother me. The bloke's in court tomorrow, whatever happens. And the verdict's a foregone conclusion.
Stone cold air of rejection.
Take heart! London, at this time of year, is full of stone cold air.
That makes it worse somehow.
Hey, can I have one of your one of your chips? I have a really funny idea with that snowman.
Oops. Inspector Gregson, could I show you this?
Am I supposed to know what that is? Never seen that insignia before.
It's worn by defense lawyers in the Empire of Japan as a symbol of their profession.
In other words, it's a worthless trinket here in Great Britain.
No, it's very important to me. It shows my spirit. I've got spirit. Yes, I do.
An English gentleman keeps things like his spirit very much to himself, I'll have you know.
Oh, we English, we don't share our feelings. Ugh.
Don't give up, Mr. Naruhodo.
It's too late. He's crushed my spirit already. Oh, dear.
What you do is you keep it deep inside and you don't speak of it to no one. Ever.
Oh, what a delightful snowman.
I didn't realize the English had a tradition of making snowmen like as well. Looks a little creepy, though.
Oh, it has a scarf, look!
You'd need one if you were out in this freezing cold all the time. I wish I had one.
I'm afraid our budget is somewhat frozen at the moment, too. We certainly can't afford a scarf.
Surely the snowman here wouldn't miss his.
But the person who made the snowman certainly would.
Yes, I know. You're right. Anyway, even if I borrowed it, it wouldn't do much to warm my neck, would it? It's covered in snow. Contemplating crimes. Contemplating crimes. In front of the police. Oh boy. What a stream. What a stream.
So much happened. People we loved died.
It's true.
Nick, I will defend everyone and believe everyone. Ryunosuke, I don't even go here and everyone is sus.
Bye, a woman.
Bye, a woman.
Thank you. And yeah, the stream was lit, fam.
Oh,
What? Lit is short for literature.
Uh-huh.
And now we have, you know, a person of literature.
A person of literature. McGilded. McGildad.
Oh.
McGildad. Oh my god. McGildad.
McGildad.
That sounds like someone who works at McDonald's and who's a daddy.
Is that okay? I don't get that.
That's fine.
Okay.
Oi, are those the London bobbies in their London best? Hubba hubba. Tell me, Inspector Gregson, does that chin go all the way down?
Oh, Nick. Oh, those are London bobbies and their London best. Hubba. Tell me, Inspector Gregson, that chin will go all the way down, yeah? All the way down, yeah? Don't go all the way.
I don't get it.
Don't worry about it.
I won't. Want to pass me things?
Oh, okay, if you want to do that.
Oh, never mind.
I'm the morning boy.
Oh. But it's your boy, McGilded. Very funny chat. Very funny. And thank you, everyone. Yeah. We're still working on the donation thing, but we'll give some time to adjust to make sure things get played for now. I have no idea, Abyss, but that's neat. Yeah, detectives in overcoats are definitely a thing. Yeah, the music in this game is amazing. Very on point. I think video game music is such a tricky thing because it can't be like too overstated, you know? But it has to be interesting enough to not be dull, I suppose. It needs to have good vibes, if you will. Oh, Not Spooky, you finished Danganronpa 2? Congrats. It was a really great game. We should be checking out the Danganronpa S, which is like the summer thing, which is a new little game they're making.
Idris Elba is Knuckles in Sonic Movie 2 Oshii.
Oh,
That's cool. I'm so bad with actors.
I am as well.
I'm not 100% sure what they've played. But if you're hype, I'm sure it's cool.
I'm also hype. I want to watch Sonic the first.
Oh, yes, of course. Yeah, chat was saying that it was tweeted out just before stream, so that's cool.
Oh, cool!
So very cool. Is there a trailer? I wonder. I guess we have to watch the first one first.
Yeah, we gotta watch the first one. Don't get spoiled. Anyways, this was really awesome and fun. We're meeting all sorts of new characters.
A god, like a hot dad. Nice. That sounds awesome. But yeah, so many new characters, so much fun. I can't wait to go back to court.
I can't wait to go to court.
One day, Clay will know the difference between Matt Damon and Ben Affleck. You know what I only recently found out on the topic of actors? Apparently, Ben Affleck and Matt Damon are childhood friends.
Yes.
And they decided to like go to Hollywood together, basically. Yes. I didn't even know that.
They get high and they're like, hey, let's become movie stars. Yeah, I'd like that.
Yeah, I had no idea.
And then they did.
One day. Yeah, I'm terrible with actors. All of that. It's all over my head. But yeah, thank you so much for being here. We're here tomorrow as well, and we also have Neo Twooey coming up in less than an hour. So, bam. Hope to see you there.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, everyone.
Until then.
Bye. I love you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.